How's it going, everyone? Tonight is Sunday night, so the Deuce came on tonight, and this was episode 6 of season 2. Which, if you haven't been following my review series for this show for this season, definitely go check out all my other ones. I think they are probably the best reviews that I've done, possibly. Um, but yeah, this show has 3 more episodes after this one. So 3 more weeks of it, and then it will just be me reviewing Walking Dead on Sunday nights, which I will have up probably right after I upload this one. I'm gonna record this, watch Walking Dead, then upload both of them at the same time. So, not that y'all really care about that, but anyways, so this was episode 6 of season 2. So far, season 2 has been far better than season 1. And if you don't already know, this show is an HBO original, and it stars James Franco and Maggie Gyllenhaal and so many other phenomenal actors and actresses. There are so many of them in this show that I only name off the 2 big named actors in this show. Obviously, because if not, it'd take me forever to name off everyone. This episode was directed by Susanna White. And the basic synopsis, because right now I don't want to get into spoilers, is Candy, Lori, Larry, and Frankie are all finally shooting the Little Red Riding Hood movie that they're making, while also Vincent finally tells Abby the truth about everything. He just comes clean. So, this episode was fantastic. I loved every minute of this episode, especially every minute that was involved in the shooting of the movie. I find that very interesting, and I love films, I love TV, and I find shooting and watching like TV shows, making movies and stuff like that very fascinating, especially a film like this and them doing it out in public where they don't have, because nowadays they get the rights to make a movie, they get talk to the governor or whatnot, and they get permission of a time film schedule of when they can shoot on the street. But they're just going around town shooting the movie, and I loved it, especially since it's a fuck film. So they're fucking in public, so that's adds another level of it. Of even if they get caught, it's not only they're just filming illegally in a public space, they're public indecency, whatever you want to call public nudity or whatnot, that's against the law. So, you got that another element of suspense going on right now, and they are having a lot of fun, honestly. This episode has probably some of the best writing, especially some of the funniest writing in this episode. Some of the characters are funny, but this had a lot of characters, making quick little comebacks and stuff like that, and having fun with their characters and stuff, and I loved every minute of it. It had me laughing a couple of times in this episode, actually a good bit. So that was great. They end up, and now I'm going to get into spoilers, because I'm just going to be talking about every little detail of this episode. So if you haven't watched this episode, or you haven't watched any of the other episodes, click away, come back after you get caught up, and then watch it. But yeah, so like I said, they're starting to shoot their film that they've been talking about shooting since, I want to say, the end of at the beginning of this season, maybe at the end of season 1, I can't remember, but I know definitely from the beginning of this season they had to get the script and everything, and casting, get the funding, so they finally are shooting it, and the Wolf that they got, this big named actor, because all the investors want a big named actor, he kept complaining and just bitching about every little thing, so Candy, just fired him. So then Larry got to be the Wolf, and Larry is fucking amazing. I've always liked this character, but I especially like this character even more in this, with the whole, career change, and, wanting to be, going from a pimp to an actor, and he's actually really funny, and, he's good at coming up with his own little lines and improvising with it, and they loved it. And I loved every minute of him being the Wolf. I just thought that was great. You also get to see, you can tell that they're getting more and more into, with, Larry's girls. Some of them are okay with him being an actor and whatnot, but the other ones want him to be a pimp still and want him to kind of control their lives, and he's not real worried about it. And he actually is so focused on being an actor and he's enjoying it more than he did a pimp that he pays Darlene, who is one of his girls, to read lines with him. And I thought that was just hilarious because she's like, you ain't gonna pay, he's like, you want me to pay you? She didn't want to do it, and she's like, you ain't gonna pay me. And he gets out a bunch of money. It just, I don't know. I'm loving what they're doing with his characters. I have a feeling they're gonna have some type of conflict eventually arise where some of the girls, just basically tell him, look, you need to be our pimp again. And I think he's gonna be like, Candy did it independently, or why don't you get into the movies or something like that and, get off the street. I have a feeling he's going to want all his girls off the street for some reason. I have a feeling that's going to go that route. Then you have Lori, who you can tell is getting more and more, and I've talked about this in last week's review. You can tell that she's wanting to get away from Cece and, become more independent, kind of like Candy. And I have a feeling they're really, it looks like she's really going to take that first step in next week's episode. And, she was talking to Candy and stuff, and I think Candy is going to help her do it. So that's going to be a really interesting plot line, and especially interesting on what Cece has to do, how he deals with it. Because, like I said last week, I don't think he's going to be around for much longer, in all honesty. And Candy, then you have Candy, and she is finally getting to make her movie, the movie that she has been wanting to make for so long. And you can just see it in her eyes, the passion, and Maggie Gyllenhaal plays that really, really well. It's almost like, she knew she wanted to be an actress, and she got to finally do it in her first movie, and she had so much passion in it, and you could just tell. I have a feeling that's honestly how she felt with her first performance and whatnot, and when she actually succeeded at her getting into acting. And I think she's just reliving that while playing this as a first-time director, for this show, and I love it. You can just really tell that she is passionate about everything that's going on in her character, and that she actually gives a damn, because, you could tell that she was kind of dead-eyed from being a prostitute in the first season, and then this season she's just has passion for everything, and it's just fantastic. I really love where they're taking her character. So yeah, you got that. Then you got Vincent and Abby, who Vincent is actually tired of being with the mob, and so he finally comes clean to Abby about everything that's going on. She kind of knew that he was involved with it, but, he always lied to himself, or always said he had nothing to do with the parlors, but tonight he finally admitted that he did, and that he was, responsible for the girls and such and such. And we know that from watching the show, he never wanted to be involved with the parlors at all. He never liked the life of prostitution and hooking and stuff like that, so you could really tell that him finally realizing that and coming to grips was heartbreaking to him. And Abby, of course, was kind of blunt and knew it already, but she didn't actually think it or whatnot. And then she's over here doing her movement deal, trying to get the pimps and the prostitutes off the street and quit being neglected and abused by the police, and then the pimps actually being responsible for them, and if they get arrested, so should the pimps. So that's going to come to a head very soon. I honestly think that's going to come to a head in the next 3 episodes excessively. And Cece has yet to be confronted by these girls. It's been Rodney and 2 other pimps, and Rodney's kind of laid back, and he's just kind of go with the flow to an extent. But Cece's not going to have that, and I think that's going to be the start of Cece's downfall, because honestly, I think that the girl that is the leader of the movement, the one that was his girl and Frankie and Abby helped her get away and get a clean start, and now she's come back. I honestly think that she's going to kill Cece, and if she does, that will be an interesting, kind of situation that her and Abby, they might both kill him, they might not. Or if one kills him, then the other one might, regret it, or, not agree with it, or might just help it and understand it and help get rid of the body. Who knows? I honestly think that's a possibility. So, there's a lot going on in this show. There is so much, but this episode was just fantastic. I loved every single minute of it. I think that this episode was well paced, well acted, well shot. The writing was probably some of the best of the whole series. Another thing is Paul's, club finally opened that he wanted, and I think that since Vincent is wanting to get out away from the mob, I think that he's going to go and probably work for Paul or some shit like that to help him get away and actually keep making money, because he's going to lose probably the nightclub and the bar, so he's going to probably lose ties to all of it. And something that kind of threw me off, the guy that they show with the two kids and his wife, and then it goes to him at this steam room and like spa type deal, and then him kind of fucking guys and then going back and crawling into his wife's bed or bed with his wife. Is that the guy over the whole FBI investigation type deal from the mayor that's helping them clean up the streets? The one that was wanting the one detective, the guy, I can't ever remember his name. I think it's Bob. No, Bob was his name from Walking Dead. But that guy, the guy that's, you should, hopefully you guys know who I'm talking about. Is that him, or is that someone totally different? I don't know, but let me know down in the comments who that was, if I'm right, if whatnot, because they kind of threw me off. I don't hate it, because I have a feeling his character, if that is it, it makes more, it kind of expands his character development, but backstory, but yeah, just let me know down in the comments who that is. Is it someone totally new? Because if so, then obviously we're going to have some more storylines with him, and maybe they'll interact with Paul. Who knows? But yeah, I love this episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed this show too as much as I did. I'm going to give The Deuce Season 2, Episode 6 a 5 out of 5 stars. I really did love this episode. I can't wait for next week. I am so excited for the ending of this season to see where they take it. And I know that it did get canceled after Season 3. So we'll have one more season of this, and I can't wait to see how they wrap it up, because they should be getting close to the time that New York started cleaning up their street and they actually seceded. So, of course, this show was only going to be a limited time, especially since they jumped to 1977, I think, in this season, and they might jump a little bit into the 80s with next season and then wrap it up. So, yeah, comment down below. Let me know if you guys are enjoying these reviews, if you have any shows that are starting up or might be starting up soon that you'd like me to review. Also, since this show is coming to an end on Sunday nights, go check out my Walking Dead reviews, because that will be coming every week, and it started last week, and it will be up probably after this review is up. So check out that, and hopefully you guys enjoy, and hopefully you guys watch Walking Dead. And if you haven't, go watch all Walking Dead, because personally it's probably my second favorite show. So yeah, go check all that out. And also I have mine's on Tuesday, the review for season 1. That will be wrapping up here in the next couple of weeks too. So everything's gonna be wrapping up here real soon. So like I said, if you have any other TV shows to check out, or maybe that you might want a review for, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you have any feedback about the episode, or you want to talk to me about the episode and everything that I've talked about, let's talk about our opinions, where you differ, if you agree, stuff like that. Let's just have a good conversation down in the comments. And also, if you have any feedback on how I can improve my reviews, let me know down in the comments also. And yeah, in the description I have links to my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages for the channel. You can click on over there for updates on what I'm thinking about doing. If like I'm deciding to do a movie review, if there's 2 movies that come out, which one I might do a poll type deal, which one y'all would like to see a review of more. Um, Stuff like that. I might give some digital copies away for movies over there. Who knows? I just post things randomly over there. It all depends on what's going on, but everything has to do with the channel. So for updates on the channel, just go follow me over there. And yeah, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button because it really does help me out. Also, share it with like friends, family, everyone that you know, and even people that you don't know. And hit that subscribe button for more awesome content like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.